Boa tarde, buenas tardes, good afternoon. So this is a pleasure to open a special session we introduce in this module, in this course of the School of Advanced Studies in Water and Society Under Change. Close to 2 weeks ago, our colleague and a friend of us, Professor Arjen Hoekstra from the University of Twente, the Netherlands, passed away suddenly, and also part of his colleagues are going to visit our school and be part of this week together. In face of this tragic and sad moment, we decided in the time we have to have a memorial. So the Arjen Hoekstra Water Memorial is only a very simple special session in this module to having some records and moments from colleagues around the world about Arjen Hoekstra profile. So Arjen Hoekstra, here, his face, full professor in water management and at the University of Twente. And of course, we have a memorial writings also in an official site at the University of Twente, but also people from Brazil, when we have previous contacts, not only in São Paulo, but in different parts of Brazil. After the regional course we co-hosted in the year 2011, was the first regional course outside the Netherlands. The first was in China, and the second was in South America. So the Arjen Hoekstra co-hosted with us a regional training course in water footprint in the year 2011. And from then to nowadays, the water footprint and also the water management process was still growing, producing new Master of Science, PhD students, theses, dissertations, papers, and projects. So in this small period of time, from 2011 to nowadays, 8 years, we have a plenty of experience in Brazil, discussing and working with these Arjen Hoekstra concepts and applications. And now we collect, because we need time, some pictures and some comments shared by our colleagues. So we decided to share with you some audio from Martin Kroll, professor of University of Twente, and from 2 nowadays professors that at that time were PhD students. 2 professors. One professor is from the Federal University of Mato Grosso do Sul, Dulce Rodrigues, and the other is Daniele Bresciani from Federal University of Pelotas. So one is in southern part of Brazil, the other is central part of Brazil. So we are going to share with you these audios and some pictures. First is the audio from Martin Kroll as part of the official memorial they had in the Netherlands, and we are going to reproduce to you just now.
My name is Martin Kroll. As one of the closest colleagues of Arjen Hoekstra, I did speak at this funeral. And the next text is the words that I used there on behalf of the university. In 2005, Arjen Hoekstra started as the new professor in multidisciplinary water management at the University of Twente. In his inaugural address titled Generalism as Specialism, he indicated to intend his research to target water problems not from the narrow perspective of the water manager, but in the broader ecological, economic and societal context. As an ambitious generalist, he developed the concept of the water footprint. He used that to widen the view to include the consumption perspective and included the role of global trade in his research. Arjen loved scientists that think out of the box, entering new scientific dilemmas, and was inspired to adopt their ideas. Also, he could be very convinced in taking alternative positions. Only large amounts of strong arguments would then raise doubts. He highly appreciated such debates and always adopted them in discussion sections of his papers. Arjen loved to write and publish and was incredibly productive. That contributed to him making water footprint assessment into a respected scientific discipline. Only last Monday we were informed that he lists as the second most cited scientist in the world on the Sustainable Development Goal of clean water and sanitation. His passion extended beyond science. He also was driven to make the world more sustainable and fairer. He initiated the Water Footprint Network to connect experts, the private sector, NGOs and governments to discuss water sustainability. Next, he promoted awareness on water issues through this worldwide branch network, as well as through his active presence in the national and international media. More directly and close by, he altered his own lifestyle and influenced others to follow, for example through his involvement to draft the sustainability policy of the university. Arjen enjoyed sharing stories with a moral. It was tradition that he would read us a fable at the annual Christmas lunch of the water groups. Water always played a metaphorical role. In that tradition I would like to read a short fable of Aesop, the Greek poet, called The Rivers and the Sea. The rivers came together in order to make a complaint against the sea. They told her, "Why is it that we come to you with waters that are sweet and fit to drink, but you change them into something salty and undrinkable?" In response to the river's criticism, the sea replied, "Then don't come to me and you won't get salty." The moral of the story is that people can have different roles and that you need the ability to consider the position of the other to understand the world. I am sure this would strongly appeal to Arjen. Arjen was intrigued by cultural variety and differences in lifestyle, and translated that into fascinating research challenges. He gathered a group of people around him with different backgrounds and nationalities, and was convinced that exactly that would thrive collaboration. To his PhD students he was, rather than a promoter, a mentor, offering trust and having talents grow into highly respected colleagues with whom he continuously collaborated. Early this year, Arjen was awarded the most prestigious European research grant, where he and all university were very proud of. In the resulting project, Earth Alternatives, Arjen had composed a large group around him, as he has always wanted, with full freedom to shape our research. Last Monday we had an internal workshop in starting up the project. Sharing our ideas and ambitions, we as a team together were living his big dream. Arjen fully enjoyed and was thrilled for the exciting times ahead. That same evening his life ended. And now we find ourselves dearly missing him, and also with the determination and passion to keep his dreams alive. Reactions of innumerable colleagues of all around the world show a disbelief on this loss, as well as a large gratitude for their collaboration with Arjen. For me personally, Arjen was a source of inspiration and of appreciation, a warm support in good and tougher times in his characteristic no-nonsense style. We wish his wife, children, and all who feel connected strength in going through this loss.
Those were the words from Professor Martinus Servatius Kroll, Martin Kroll. And also now we are sharing some pictures and audio from Daniele. From Professor Daniele Bresciani, also was PhD student here awarded in 2016. And now you have some audio.
Bom dia a todos e a todas. Eu sou a Daniele Bresciani, eu sou professora na área de recursos hídricos da Universidade Federal de Pelotas e sou ex-aluna da Escola de Engenharia de São Carlos e da Universidade de São Paulo e também do professor Eduardo Mendiondo, que organiza o curso agora para vocês, com muito prazer. E gostaria de falar um pouquinho para vocês, né, com grande tristeza e com sinceros sentimentos, principalmente aos mais próximos, que venho prestar essa pequena homenagem ao professor Arjen Hoekstra. Eu tive um primeiro contato com os seus artigos no meu último ano de graduação, em uma disciplina promovida pelo professor Chiminkai, nos Estados Unidos, em Illinois. E então, no ano seguinte, em 2011, que foi, né, meu primeiro ano de doutorado, meu início real como pesquisadora, né, nessa empreitada, eu tive um prazer imenso de poder participar e aprender com ele em um curso promovido pela USP e pela WWF em São Paulo sobre pegada hídrica. E, bom, nesse curso e durante esse curso e com o contato, mesmo que pequeno, né, no início, em 2011, com o professor Arjen Hoekstra, essa experiência, sem dúvidas, ampliou, né, os meus horizontes e me influenciou bastante, me influencia até hoje enquanto profissional e pesquisadora, né? E eu acredito que o professor Arjen, com toda a vontade de ensinar e a sua criatividade, que eu pude vivenciar em uma breve semana, em 2011, fica como um exemplo a todos nós que trabalhamos e pesquisamos e somos profissionais atuantes na área de recursos hídricos, como um exemplo a ser seguido. Então, queria prestar minha sincera homenagem e desejo a vocês todos um bom curso e boa estadia e boa semana. Um abraço.
Obrigado, Dani. Thus, water footprint is pegada hídrica in Portuguese. And now we have the comments from Dulce Rodrigues, professor from Federal University of Mato Grosso do Sul. She has some writing comments. Você tira o dicionário aí, se tiver vermelho. Eu vou ajudar a ler e depois vou fazer uma tradução rápida aí. Olá, Mário e colegas. Parabenizo pela louvável iniciativa de homenagear esse influente pesquisador de nossas carreiras, professor Arjen Hoekstra. Meu sentimento a todos os que o conheceram e os que simplesmente usufruíram de seu legado na ciência. Infelizmente, não possuo nenhuma memória fotográfica do encontro com o professor e, após o curso no Brasil, estabeleci contato com ele para dúvidas e sugestões via e-mail, o qual sempre me atendeu prontamente. Exclamação, né? Sempre atendeu prontamente. Fica a minha gratidão ao professor Arjen Hoekstra por ter feito parte da minha história no doutorado. Forte abraço a todos. She is explaining that Arjen Hoekstra also, as a worldwide professor, he always attended promptly different doubts and questions around the world. So it's a common trace of a good teacher also. Also making feedbacks. And now I also like to thank Arjen Hoekstra and Martin Kroll and all the University of Twente because in this year, in August this year, our school signed an MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding, of a joint double program. That means the possibility of the PhD student candidate enrolled here, and if accepted at the University of Twente, he or she can make this double degree or double diploma in the PhD program, in whichever program you are enrolled here. So it was very, very new. We are starting discussion and also seeking for new candidates to join us. Some of our students also contacted this joint degree with the possibility of having this double diploma. So those are other signals of our partnership, and our partnership is going to be alive for the next decades also through the students and the students from these first students and so on. So through this very, very simple session and water memorial, we can make this moment eternal, and very thankful to Erin Hoekstra and his students and colleagues to sharing with us his thoughts, his learnings and projects. Through this memorial, we thought we can envisage a more blue future about our history, our present, and our future. So thank you for all of you coming to join us in this very simple session, and also thank you, Arian, for all your legacy, and we hope all your family and your colleagues had a very good response and a fortress a moment to maintain his and their lives flowing on in the rest of this year and the next year. So thank you for coming. And I'm personally, I am very, I said, excited to maintain alive Professor Erin Hoekstra legacy with us. Thank you for all of you. And I would like to invite you to stand up and having 1 minute of silence in his memory. Thank you. Muito obrigado. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. So this is the end of our first day of the school. And I would like to thank you and invite you for tomorrow. We are starting at 8:30. And also for the staff, Junior, Hudson, and Marcelo, also for supporting us in all of this video and webinar. Thank you for all.